गुड मॉर्निंग, नमस्ते, प्रणाम आप सभी को. Dr. Purnima Sharma, a lovely, humble, simple lady. I had the honors of meeting her last evening. Shri Ankur Pansari ji, Executive Vice President. A very distinguished Vice Chancellor, Dr. Alak Kumar Buragoin, Registrar, Dean, faculty members, parents, dignitaries on and off the dais. Some of them I may not personally know. And above all, radiant, beaming students of Royal Global University, class of 25-26, looking absolutely resplendent. So let us start with a huge celebration and give a huge round of applause to all of you, each one of you. It is a very proud moment for me. It's a privilege and an honor to be here among all of you for your Diksha Arambh ceremony, a memorable occasion in your lives and a memorable occasion in my life too. It is always such a privilege to be in the company of young, enthusiastic, dynamic students. Your energy, your enthusiasm are truly the hallmark of our country's bright future, India's bright future. दीक्षा आरंभ जो आज आपका प्रोग्राम है वो दो शब्दों से मिलके बना है, दीक्षा और आरंभ. अगर आप उसका संधि विच्छेद करेंगे तो दीक्षा का अर्थ होता है इनिशिएशन, अ फॉर्मल बिगनिंग ऑफ एनी स्पिरिचुअल or educational or learning journey. And Arambh is commencement, start or initiation. So Diksha Arambh literally means the commencement or initiation of a formal learning. And in our Gurukul Pratha, which is very unique to Bharatiyata, कि जो हमारी एक यूनिक प्रथा है उसमें दीक्षा आरंभ का बहुत ही महत्व है. इन द इंडियन गुरुकुल ट्रेडिशन द दीक्षा आरंभ सेरेमनी मार्क्स द फॉर्मल इनिशिएशन ऑफ अ स्टूडेंट इनटू द पाथ ऑफ लर्निंग, symbolizing the beginning of a sacred teacher-disciple relationship bond rooted in Indian texts such as our Upanishads and Dharma Shastras. It was not merely an academic commencement, but a spiritual and moral commitment. The ceremony typically at the Gurukuls involved actually hymning of various rituals, purification, chanting of Vedic mantras, and imparting of a solemn vow to pursue knowledge with humility, to pursue knowledge with discipline and respect. In the Gurukul system, this initiation underscores the holistic nature of education. In India, education is not only about gaining knowledge, it's much deeper. It is a soul searching and it is integrating intellectual, moral, spiritual, societal, emotional well-being, emotional growth, ensuring that learning was seen as a lifelong pursuit aligned with the dharmas and the well-being of our society. Today, each one of you, all of you, must be going through myriad emotions. The excitement of joining your new university, a real good one, the Royal Global University. And I have had the privilege of being here when the Honorable PM was interacting with the International Smart India Hackathon 2023 participants. So the university is very familiar to you. Today, on your Diksha Arambh ceremony, I want to talk to you about few choices. Remember, we are, and we become a result of choices we make in our life. I would like to quote J.K. Rowling from the book, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. It is our choices, Harry. It is our choices, Harry, that show what we truly are. Far more than our abilities. Far more than our abilities. And so will yours. Attitude is a choice. Happiness is a choice. Optimism is a choice. Kindness, hard work, commitment, devotion Everything is a choice. Giving is a choice. Respect, morality, integrating, all are the choices that we make in our lives. We make daily, we make in our student life. So, whatever choice you make actually makes you. And therefore, choose wisely. Always choose very, very wisely. On your Diksha Arambh ceremony, I will talk about couple of such choices. So, whenever you have to make a choice, how do you want to be identified as? What would people say about you? What values you want to associate yourself with? What does success mean to you? Everything will be about choosing a value. The first value is choice on values, morality, and integrity. Today, all of you sitting here, after 12 years of completion of your school life, have you ever thought about it? Have you ever deliberated what education is and what values are? Or are they separable, inseparable? How do you actually define about them? For me, education is a way of life. Or if I may say it, it is life itself. How do we behave? Our reaction to different situations. How do we treat people? Our intellectual, emotional, moral, cultural, spiritual well-being, contribution to community, contribution to society, to our great country, Bharat, are the things that define a beautiful amalgamation of education and values. Employability, marketability, and earning livelihood are just being some of the minor attributes of acquiring knowledge, or as you say, education. And then what values are? Values are principles that drive our behavior, influence our actions and abilities, our attitudes, response to varied circumstances, and become our framework for life. They inspire our interpersonal and intrapersonal relationships. So, values and education are inseparable integrals, and the true value of education is in providing a wisdom tool to each one of you to create a holistic and fulfilling life rather than merely making a living out of the acquired knowledge from your university. Then on what does this fulfilling life is based on? It is based on an integration of, an amalgamation of education with values. शिक्षा सही मूल्यों के साथ. So whenever you have to make a choice between right and wrong, moral and immoral, correct and incorrect, always make the right choice. Always make the moral choice. Each right choice will build your character, and each wrong choice will wither your values away. Second choice is on fulfilling your dreams, and for that you are here in this university. I have always admired and been a great fan of Steve Jobs. So, in his words, your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. It simply means follow your dreams, your goals, believe in them, and work for them tirelessly till the time they are achieved. And to quote him further, to quote Job further, stay hungry, stay foolish. Stay hungry, stay foolish. Success begins where your comfort zone ends. So travel the path less traveled. Enter uncharted waters. Go for unmapped territories. Believe me, taking risk more often is so much more rewarding than not really starting on a dangerous or a journey which most people do not take. Third choice is being a lifelong learner. I want to tell you something about myself, and very graciously, the person who introduced me spoke about that I am from the first batch of pilot officers in the Indian Air Force. So there my instructor used to talk about VUCA, those days when I joined in 96 and when I was commissioned. This word was not so much in use, and our instructor went on to explain it further that VUCA, VUCA means volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous world. And I don't think any world will be much more VUCA than our world today with the intervention of AI and post-COVID problems and the kind of what we have seen where life came to stand still. So I'm sure each one of you can relate with that VUCA world today. So when we live in that kind of complex, uncertain, ambiguous world, what should we do to remain relevant? And what should we do to remain in demand? My young friends, my lovely students, it is our learning ability, it is our learning agility, a set of qualities and attributes that allow an individual to stay flexible, grow from mistakes, stay ahead of the curve, and rise to diverse array of challenges. So keep learning, be flexible, be open, be receptive, learn from books, surroundings, peers, friends, interaction with people from different caste, country, religion, ethnicities, and so on and so forth. Learn from one and all. Flexibility, adaptability, and resilience are the qualities a true leader, a true leadership that every organization ought to value deeply, very, very deeply. Be lifelong learners. Learning agility is a quality that would be highly prized in any professional environment, and more so where cognitive skills of human beings have become important with so much of disruptive AI invasion. My fourth choice is choice on relationships. When I refer to choice on relationships, it implies both professional and personal relationships. Type of organization you want to work for, type of people you want to be with, type of friends you really want to a peer group with. Everything must align with your fundamental core values. Anytime, any long-lasting relationship is based on alignment to common core values. So if you make friends who are really hardworking, who are looking forward to the world with open eyes, are dreaming, who are trying to make it good, who feel that they want to start a startup, who have brilliant ideas, trust me, you will be much more inspired than by anybody else. My last choice is about giving back to society, giving back to your country. I hope all of you are sitting here realize that how privileged we are, how privileged each one of you is, because in our country, not too many achieve this important milestone. Our higher education gross enrollment ratio is still 28.4. So it means in the age group which should actually be enrolled in higher education, only 28.4% students get enrolled. There is a saying that if there is bad smell in the environment, one can close one's nose for a while. But one can't stop breathing. The same is true for our society. Same is true for our community and our nation. If we are living here and we have polluted air, if we have contaminated water, if we have uneducated masses, if we have actually violence against women, other communities that are marginalized, calamities due to global warming, we all have no choice but to live with it. So I call upon each one of you, be the agents of change. Take upon yourself that I have to give back to my society. I have to give back to my community. Believe me, when you give back, it is a different level of satisfaction, feeling of compassion, humanity, and a sense of fulfillment awakens when we give back to our people, our country. There is nothing greater to center our focus than beginning to understand just how much we have to be grateful for. Each one of you has that rare privilege to bring that change. We must become the change we want to see. We must become the change we want to see. Quote, unquote, Mahatma Gandhi. And as we say in Indian Air Force, or for that matter, military, my country first, my countrymen next, fellow men thereafter, and I am always the last. And I am always the last. So these and so many other, but it is your choices that will define you few years down the line, when you will be commencing your convocation from this very hall and probably from this very podium. So make right choice, make meaningful choice, harness your potential to the full. Just to quote Khalil Gibran, self is a sea, boundless and measureless. I am a sea, boundless, measureless. All of you are the sea, boundless and measureless. I wish to thank Global University, Royal Global University, an incredibly professional institution for giving me this opportunity to address this wonderful class of 25-26. I also would like to congratulate RGU, a leading university in northeastern part, particularly in Assam, to empower young, creative minds. I want that each one of you should make that name, that the university must be known from your name and not other way around. My dear students, tomorrow is tomorrow. Today is today. So make a promise to yourself to work hard, to give your best, to be committed, build the camaraderie, build a better community, a better nation, and cherish today's surreal memories for a lifetime. All the very best. I wish all of you a great luck, a great success in times to come when you complete your graduation. All the very best. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Thank you.